Alright everybody, welcome back, and we're playing some Diana in the mid lane. So we didn't actually get autofill this game, but the Lee Sin happened to be a jungle main. So he actually asked to swap, and I really do apologize for that lag right there. So basically this game, it will be live gameplay as you'll see right now until very later on into the game. The lag just got really bad, so I had to actually stop recording, and I got the post-game gameplay for you guys. So hopefully you don't mind that, and again, I really do apologize for that. But the Lee Sin, he just asked if he could go to jungle, and as you can see, he was a top 50 Lee Sin, and so is this Riven. And as I mentioned, we're getting some pretty high elo, some pretty challenging lobbies right now. And of course, Diana, it is one of my comfort picks in the mid lane. If I ever get autofilled in the mid or anything like that, or requested to swap, I really just, right now, I resort to a lot of comfort picks. So in the Baron lane, it will be, you know, like Wukong or Darius, and then in the mid lane, it's normally just Diana, as I absolutely love Diana. And we did pick up this skin as well. So I think my last video I was talking about buying this skin, and I ended up not buying it. And so I was like, you know what, it's a limited time skin. Eventually this skin, you will not be able to buy it anymore. So I was like, okay, you know what, I might as well buy it. So we ended up buying it. But personally, I think the Sentinel skin, honestly, it might look better. Personally, I think the Sentinel light of Diana skin is really nice. So right now I have the Lunar Goddess skin for Diana. This skin, I forget what it's called, and then I have the Sentinel of Light Diana skin. As this Lee Sin, so he was playing really aggressive in the enemy's jungle, going up a Z in the jungle. So pretty much all I wanted to do was try to back him up, right? So myself being a jungle main, I always would like it if my mid lane was playing aggressive with me, you know, following me. As right here we pick up a nice kill on the Z, and we use a flash first ability. So my skills in the mid lane are very minimum, but I do know certain combos in the mid lane. As right there, I was pretty sure I probably could have got helped the Lee Sin out without flashing, but it looked cool. So as I was saying, yeah, I just tried to match the tempo of what the Lee Sin wanted to do. Right, so he really wanted to play aggressive, and with Lee Sin, that's pretty much what you have to do. So all I wanted to do was try to map him, try to play with him, try to stay with him. And eventually you'll see later on into the late game, as right here we dive the Seraphine, and we managed to pick up the kill. We sadly don't pick up the turret, but I would say it was worth it because we do get the kill on Seraphine. So right here we flash in, we try to use the ultimate, but Camille used her third ability to knock us out, as we really didn't get too much damage out right there. And right here, just trying to hover around, trying to play with my team as much as I can, as I feel a lot more comfortable like that. And then right here, we use our first ability. We pretty much don't land it on anybody, but we managed to use our third ability here. And with our shield, we managed to pick up a nice, easy double kill and get the turret as well. So this Riven also was top 50, and the Lee Sin was also top 50 in the server. So getting some pretty high elo lobbies, and of course the Lee Sin was challenger and everybody else was grandmaster. And right here I was kind of just hovering over the build because I wanted some anti-healing, and I remember that green orb, it does give some anti-heal. So as you can see right here, I'm just kind of reading it, and as soon as I saw Grievous Runes, I was like, okay, I'm gonna need to pick this up just for the Seraphine heal and the Nami heal as well. So pretty much as soon as we get into mid and late game, all I wanted to do was try to play with my team as much as possible. Right there, pretty bad ultimate, really. Should have aimed to at least get 2 to 3 people, but later on, as you saw in the intro, we're gonna get an absolutely insane 5-man ult. So right here, just trying to do the best that I can, as much damage as I can, but really can't do anything much. So I just end up retreating, clear out the minion wave. And for the build, I think the Ludens is very nice, but I've seen a lot of players, a lot of people talk about the Rod of Ages being probably a better item. And I haven't played Diana in a while. This is probably, I mean, I did recently play her, but it was a very, very bad game. I went like 1-7. Yeah, they were spam pinging me in the death timer. So I was like, it happens, you know. Not you can't play perfect every game. But I have yet to try the Rod of Ages build, but I've seen a lot of people in the community, they like to say that the Rod of Ages is a really, really nice build. As right here, the Lee Sin manages to pick up the dragon, but we do end up dying. So the enemy team is still in the game. You know, they're putting up a tremendous fight. As right here, so basically around here, as you can see, the lag just started kicking in tremendously. I was like, man, I can't play. Everything was stuttering. You know, my phone. The thing is, it's pretty good, but it just keeps on happening to me over and over and over on certain games. So right here, we kind of just stop the recording and we go into the post-game replay. And right here, so we reset, we pick up some more items, and then right here, our team is fighting, and we come a bit late, but we get this beautiful ultimate, 5-man ultimate, and we managed to pick up an insane double kill. And the Kai'Sa trying to do the best she can to try and pick up the kills. And Riven also trying to stay alive, but the Camille lands an ultimate, manages to pick up the kill on the Riven, but the Kai'Sa manages to survive with a shiver of health. So overall, a very, very intense and gameplay going on right now. So we respawn, and I actually decide to go for the Frozen Heart because I noticed a little too late that a lot of the players that were dealing a lot of damage were physical damage. So yet again, just bad play on my part, but I think the Frozen Heart is absolutely beautiful. And right here we see Seraphine by herself, and for some reason right there, I do not know why my ultimate just did almost 0 damage to the Seraphine. I was actually really mad. I was like, why didn't my ultimate do 0 damage? I think it must have been like an item that Seraphine had that reduces damage. Man, I do not know, but my ultimate right there did absolutely 0 damage. So my team are doing pretty good right now as the Lee Sin responds, and they're just rushing the Baron. And right here, as I mentioned, right, so the Lee Sin played super aggressive, and we played aggressive with the Lee Sin, and it got to a point where the Zed was just a non-factor in the game. So he really could not do anything just because of the way Lee Sin played in the early game, right? So he managed to get these objectives, and it got to a point where the Zed just couldn't even contest or secure any objectives. As right here we use a first and third ability, jump in ultimate. We managed to steal the dragon, and we pick up the kill as well on this set right here. So overall, right, so the enemy team was played really good. They were still putting up a very good fight, but the difference of the game was really that their jungle, especially being a Zed, you really can't secure objectives that well. And when you compare it to the Lee Sin, the Lee Sin, you know, combines the first ability with his smite, and he's able to secure these objectives much, much better. So it got to a point where the Zed just was a non-factor on the enemy team. You know, as much damage as Lee Sin, Seraphine, and Camille were doing, as much trouble as they were, just the Lee Sin barely could do anything throughout the entire game. So it really wasn't much to worry about when we got to the late game. As right here, we're kind of just hovering around trying to see, okay, can we help anything? Can we do anything? But as you can see, Lee Sin is super, super fed as well. Picks up an easy triple kill right there. And right here, I guess I could have played a bit more aggressive, but sometimes I just want to, I'm a bit passive at times. But as you can see right here, it actually turns out to be a good thing. I did not play too aggressive, because if myself or Kai'Sa died, we probably could have lost the game. So right here, this is probably the build that we get to. And right here, we just do a little bit of farming. We pick up the stasis. And then right here, Camille gets an engage on us, uses an ultimate. So we use a quick ultimate just to make sure we pull the Camille and the Zed in. And we manage to pick up the kill on Zed. Pop the Camille's Guardian Angel. And then right here, just kind of hovering around, trying to see if we can wait for our cooldowns to come off. The Kai'Sa super, super fed. Picks up some nice, easy kills. as we're just kind of hovering around, and then Kai'Sa picks up a triple kill right here. We use our third ability, Ignite. Sadly, Lucian does pick us up, but our Ignite does pick up the kill on the Lucian. And after that, we managed to win the game nice and easy. So very nice high elo game right now, man. Playing with some nice challenger players. On the enemy team, they did have some challenger players as well. I think at the end of the game, I do look at everybody's profiles, as we got some Diana in the mid lane. I really love Diana. I might play her a little bit in the jungle. As of right now, like AP champions in the jungle, of course, Evelyn, I would say, is still the best. And then you got, you know, Diana. Then you have Fizz. Another champion that I really want to try out sometime is Echo, as we do manage to pick up the MVP with 32,000 damage. Hard carrying challenger players. Not really, but we did our part. We did our part in the in the mid lane. Now, I hope you all enjoyed.